Well, getting older is just part of life, but for many people on Delmarva, as they age, they find they just don't have the energy or the ability to do the things they used to do. But they want to keep their independence and avoid burdening their families for constant care. Well, Sean Barnes is the owner of Helping Hands Elder Care in Salisbury. Thank you for joining us this afternoon, Sean.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you say your goal is just to make things easier for seniors who need it. Tell me about that.
Absolutely, yes. We have found that more seniors do prefer to remain at home as they get older, and sometimes they need a little extra help at home. And so that is our purpose, that is our goal, to make things easier, to give their families peace of mind, to know that someone is with them, they're well taken care of.
Right, and a lot of times the seniors don't want to burden their families.
Yes.
They don't want to rely on their families because they feel they have their life to live. And that's kind of where you come in?
Yes, that is very common. Sometimes it is easier to accept help from non-family members. It is not that they like us anymore, it is just that it's very difficult sometimes to accept that role reversal, not just for the clients that we serve, not just for the seniors, but also for their family members. Sometimes it's hard for family members, their adult children, to feel like they're telling their parents what to do. Sometimes, and likewise, it's hard for our clients, the seniors, to accept that from their adult children.
Right,
you
right.
know, so sometimes it's easier for a non-family member to step in and to help out.
And Helping Hands has specially trained workers who can work with Alzheimer's patients?
Yes, what we do, we work with a registered nurse. So anytime anyone is interested in using our services, we will conduct an assessment so that we can get their past and current medical conditions, and if Alzheimer's happens to be one of those things, it could be many various things, and we just make sure that we are able, it's within our scope of services, and that we are able to meet those physical needs, but not only that, the emotional needs as well. So when we are matching our caregivers, we are looking to make sure that they have that experience and training and the background so that those needs of our clients can be met.
Right, and not all clients need 24-hour care. You can do a couple hours all the way to 24-hour?
Sure. We can go in for just a couple of hours, a couple of times a week, or we can cover all the way up to 24 hours, 7 days a week. And I will say that when you are looking for care, there are a couple of things that we do recommend for families to look for, because you may not need 24-hour care, it just may be a couple of times a week, and we ask families to just pay attention to a couple of things. If they're noticing this with their loved ones, if they're noticing that maybe their balance is off, maybe they're unsteady, then that could be that they're a fall risk, which could have devastating consequences.
Sure.
If they're a little more withdrawn than usual, then it might be, great for just companionship, for someone to come in, a little bit, a couple of hours, maybe a few times a week. If you're noticing that there's a decline in personal hygiene and grooming, and certainly if they're losing weight, maybe they are forgetting to eat, maybe they just don't have the physical stamina to prepare their meals, and they're missing out on those wholesome, nutritious meals, and that could also cause complications.
Now, 24-hour care, that can get expensive, can it?
Absolutely, it can. We noticed that was a major obstacle when we are speaking with our families of those who need 24-hour care. And so what we decided to do was we put together a 24-hour supervision program, and it is less than half the usual cost of around-the-clock care. So it is a live-in program, and it is individualized and customized to meet the individual needs of our clients. And we would be happy to give that information to any of your viewers or anyone who is in need of those services.
All right, Sean, a lot of great information. Thank you for giving that information this afternoon. And of course, if you missed any of that information or you want to contact Helping Hands, go to delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab. Up next on Delmarva Life, the key to looking thin, maybe right in your closet. We'll show you some clothes that will make you look 10 pounds slimmer in an instant. Plus, we'll share some of your tips that help you look your best. But first, Delmarva, you told us who you think makes up Delmarva Life's best businesses, restaurants, activities, and hotspots. You nominated. Now it's time for you to vote. It's easy. To vote for your favorite, just go to delmarvalife.com and click on the Delmarva Life's Best Contest banner, then vote. It's 1 vote per person per day, so tell your family and friends to join in. Now, once the votes are tallied, we'll unveil the top 3 winners in each category on DelmarvaLife.com. Some businesses could even be featured right here on Delmarva Life.